Skatosis number 95 is brought to you by OldDudeSkateCo.com. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Skatosis. My name is Drew Domkus.
And I am Aaron Monty, the lover from the north.
Oh, the mother from the north?
Yeah, I am mother of north.
Skatosis is the obsession, and it's the condition of being obsessed. I can't even get it right
Obsession
now.
with
What is
being
it?
conditioned.
Hang on. The condition of being obsessed by skateboarding.
We like skateboarding.
Yeah. I forgot how it goes now. I didn't have it in front of me. I forgot my notes. I'm going crazy. I missed you. You've been gone for 2 weeks. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You lost it. Everything's gone.
Oh man, basically Skatosis is just a skateboarding podcast between me and my brother over here, and we're just like skate addicts.
We love it.
Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Can't watch enough.
Even when I leave the country.
Right? Can't get enough of it, like in physical activities and just like visual activities.
Yeah, visual activities. I like that.
Right? I mean, that's basically all it is. We're just looking at everybody's activities visually.
Yes.
I wonder if you could have had Skatosis back in the 70s and 80s. Like, it would be a different kind of vibe because you're just out there doing it. Mm-hmm. You're not watching it and absorbing it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now, I feel like I'm like inundated.
Maybe. That's a little visual.
But the magazines were still far, like there was only a couple of them. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, you could sit with your magazine, have your posters up. And I'm just talking about the amount of stuff that I could just physically look through on Instagram, on YouTube, on Tumblr, on wherever. Mm-hmm. It's just like I could literally sit 24 hours a day and just consume.
Yes.
Even, if I had a broken leg and I couldn't skate, I could consume plenty.
Yes. And I mean, even like the amount of content coming out as TV show, like King of the Road.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. That's awesome.
ETN putting out all the and I swear I've said to Joe, there's a contest this weekend for the last 6 weekends.
Right, I know, right?
It's been nonstop.
It is like this whole entire weekend. Look at that. That mic. Hang on, let me fix it.
I know it's
It's just dropped.
Yeah.
Try it right. It's gonna keep dropping. We'll see if I remember.
It'll eventually lower to.
We'll see if I remember to fix that later. I've got duct tape on that mic stand. So anybody wants to pitch into the Skatosis podcast, I can get a new mic stand. We'd appreciate it.
You'll hear my voice better.
So, Aaron, you've been gone. We didn't record last week because you split for Canada. The American North. It's America's hat.
Yes,
that's what they call it.
Yes, a beautiful, nice, wonderful hat. I had the time of my life.
But you just visited a tiny little nook.
A tiny little nook.
Right. Nook of the North.
It felt like a lot of spots we hit because of the time we had.
Right.
So me and my girlfriend we left last Saturday morning.
What is hitting the mic? What is that? Oh, it's falling. That's the sound of the mic falling. I'm like, what is that noise?
Please donate to our Patreon. It's still doing it.
Yeah, hang on a second. That's ridiculous.
Oh, God. I'm not that tall.
No, that's okay. It'll fall.
Okay.
To where you need it.
All right.
Okay. Jeez. That was so... I was like, is there a ghost in here?
We'll be...
Ghostosis.
Oh.
Hello.
That is the show about ghosts. I am not part of that show.
Right.
Yeah, it was wonderful. We hit a few spots. We ended up going down Saturday, driving through.
Wait, Toronto, right? Is that where you ended up?
We ended up in Toronto Monday.
Okay.
So Saturday, the plan was just to get across the border and then stay somewhere. We ended up getting... The next destination Sunday was Niagara Falls. We ended up getting an hour away from Niagara Falls. So we drove...
Oh, man. The first night?
First night, we drove 11 hours.
Wow.
So almost did the whole thing.
Holy smokes, dude.
Yeah.
Like just you, or did you trade off?
We traded off. We split down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So chill.
Nice.
The chillest drive we've ever done. So we pull into immigration at 1 a.m. We're the only ones there. There's another car behind us, goes right through, and we're like, we're chill. No, for sure not. The most intimidating and like intense situation. Like, I was fine because we're chill.
Right. But you had your weed hat, your weed socks.
Yeah, I was covered in weed apparel. The Canadian police, Mounties.
Right.
They were very nice.
Uh-huh.
They talked to us about we wanted to go to the CN Tower in Toronto, which is this big round thing that takes you up for a dinner and then it spins and you
Sure.
It's the biggest thing in Toronto. The cop was like, it's overpriced. Don't even do it. He's talking down to it. So they were all really nice, but not what we were expecting at that point. We just drove 11 hours.
Right.
That it was so intense. And then
I did warn you.
You did warn me. And then we got, and so did Jake. Because Jake went to Toronto.
And I've never even gone that route, but I would have not gone through in the middle of the night.
Yeah. I don't know if that was it or if they were just oh, this is the first, and then this is the thing. This is the first time we went to Canada.
Right.
So I think that was a red flag to them.
But did they know, did they pull you over to check you out after questioning?
You go up, you get questioned, you give the passport.
Right.
Look,
the
first few
smelled it.
days, no, the car was chill. The first few days, we were winging it.
Yeah.
So the questions he asked, our answers weren't the best.
Oh.
It was, we don't really have a plan to stay somewhere tonight. We don't really have anything tomorrow.
Dummy.
So this wasn't, Joe was driving in.
For
Joe
sure.
was doing the second half.
That is
so
not
she was
what they wanna
asking,
hear.
that is not what they want to hear. And that's probably why, because we answered the questions and then the first guy was like, okay, pull over to immigrations.
Right.
We were nervous.
Right.
So they say leave everything in the car. They go through everything, right? Split everything in the car. We then get pulled into immigration and they separate us and ask us questions of what are we to each other? What do you do for a job?
Sure.
And it's it wasn't that long. At the time, it felt really long. So at one point, the guy inside who separated us, he asked me a question. My voice starts cracking.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, oh, great. This is going in such a bad... So we Joe comes in, we separate.
Yeah.
Asks her, and then we were probably only there for 15, 20
Probably
minutes.
because your story's corroborated right away and they just realized you're probably both nervous.
Yes.
But had you been like, we're going to Niagara Falls, we got to Airbnb, they'd probably been like, oh...
It could have been very easy.
Yeah.
And the police officers, when we went to immigration, they were the ones who asked us, well, what's your plan tonight? And we're like, oh, we're just driving.
We're just driving.
We
didn't expect to get this far.
Yeah. The first person, I think Joe, from sitting in the passenger seat, I think she answered everything correctly of we're going to Toronto Monday and we have an Airbnb. She answered those correctly. And I think he was still okay, go to immigration.
Sure.
We're going to check you out. So we get through. Totally forgot two things. We're not on American system anymore.
Right.
Also, it's the metric system.
Yes.
So so the first road after you hit that immigration.
Yeah, kilometers per hour.
Yeah, kilometers per hour.
Sure.
That took a while.
It's on your speedometer though. It should be an inner ring that has kilometers, and then the outer ring is miles.
I hope that's not true because we struggled for a week, but I'll get to that. So we go through. Joe doesn't even realize it because the immigration. We're like, oh my god, that was intense. The road, and we're in it's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
The road is 50 miles just straight.
Miles?
What? Oh god. See, now I'm back to America. Fuck
isn't
America.
Isn't it 2.2 kilometers in a mile?
I don't know.
I think that's what it is.
It came down
clicks.
The biggest thing.
Clicks.
The biggest thing, the mileage was fine because the GPS,
Sure.
you can see where it's turning you. It was the speed limits.
Yes,
was a big thing, and so we went out. Our phones went out of service the first night. We drive in at 2 a.m. We make a hotel reservation in Michigan. Mm-hmm. When we get there, it took, because we didn't have GPS how to get there. That took probably 2 hours to figure out how to get to that hotel. We go in, the price, this is how we realized that it's 13% tax. Uh-huh. Price is $20 more than we thought.
Yeah.
They want to charge us $40 extra for the key, because I guess people steal the key. Mm. So we're like, oh wow, this is really adding up now, not what we thought in Michigan when I first signed up for this. Yeah. A guy comes out of his room, again, very, very nice about it, but he's like, look, I need to talk to you. He's like, I have heavy bed bugs. I have cockroaches coming out of the faucet. So the guy already looks so stressed out.
He was talking to you or the people at the counter?
At the counter.
Okay.
And he tried very hard to like pull the guy aside.
Yeah.
He's like, look, they don't want to hear this. I need to talk to you.
For sure.
The guy was like, okay, I need to check. Because now we're giving him like we don't want to check in because it's so much money. And we're like, show us what your computer says.
Yeah, and full of bugs.
So he's like, trying to figure that out. It's 3 a.m, right? We just drove how many hours? So he's like, I'll show you the room first. If it's like, okay, we'll go through with it.
Yeah.
3 a.m, I don't give a fuck. I'll sleep in the chair. I don't give a fuck at this point. So we pay for it. It was chill that night.
Yeah.
We were worried because of like everything that just happened. We get in the room. That guy, because it's all on the first floor. It's like a motel.
Right.
Comes to our window and he's like, I didn't mean to scare you guys. Like, if you want to stay here, like, so nice. He's like, I'm sorry to bug you. Like, super, super nice. So it was just an insane thing the first night already.
Right.
And then
did you find any bugs or anything? Cockroaches?
No, we were our room, and that was the thing. Like,
maybe that guy was just on acid.
Maybe, I don't know. I honestly like when he first came out, he seemed so genuine that I was like, I believe him. I also believe the person working that like maybe this didn't ever happen, but the guy working was like stressed because there's like so many things coming at him.
Maybe that's his grift. That's he just goes and complains about bed bugs and gets his money back wherever he goes.
He seemed pretty genuine, but whatever it was, we didn't get any. Thank God.
Yeah.
So
But could he kickflip?
He couldn't. Oh, I don't even want to. I'm not even going to get to that. There's too much other stuff.
I was going to say you better get to some skateboarding here.
We'll get to that day. So Sunday we go to Niagara Falls. Wonderful. After the experience we just had, we drop $350 on a hotel.
Room? Oh, that room right there with the view.
With the balcony.
I saw the view.
Dude,
with the
we
fireworks.
did not belong there. There was
Fancy.
a section that said black and diamond card only.
Ooh, damn.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Those are the credit cards that you only get when you're worth like a lot.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we did not. We walked into that room and we're like, we should not be. So
I don't have one. Those cards I think are physically heavier too.
Probably. They're full diamond.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we deserved it after the first night.
Right.
And we're like, let's just drop the money.
That view was
amazing.
Awesome. So you see all the lights I was talking about on the falls.
Yes, we saw the lights and I guess fireworks every night at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Thank you, Niagara Falls. I'll pay that 13% tax. Beautiful. So,
yeah,
beautiful view.
Right.
So we start drinking.
Oh, no.
And we almost finished a whole bottle of vodka.
Just the two of you.
We didn't get into that room until like 10 o'clock at night. So we go down to the pool at like 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. Still tons of like kids and everything.
Yeah.
We got vodka in water bottles just going hard. Going so hard. We go up to like the hotel we were in had like, I think it was like 49 floors.
Yeah.
So we're like, we want that view.
Right.
We go all the way up. It's like 3 rooms, all like penthouses.
Ooh, nice.
That probably like are the size of like 6 rooms at the bottom.
Right.
But there's no view. It's probably all in the room.
Oh, of course.
So they
probably
go
all
up,
have like
didn't do
crazy
anything.
balconies.
Yeah, crazy balconies. Weren't able to see anything, but still like so wasted that it was so much fun just like riding the elevator. So we do that. Next day, I'm throwing up hard.
Oh man.
The worst I've ever thrown up. I drank way too much. I couldn't even like enjoy the view the next day.
Dude, that's kind of what I was afraid of because I saw you were on your Instagram stories and it's like I've been sick all day and I was like, and then I'm looking around. I was like, I didn't see any footage or anything of you guys enjoying the falls.
It was enjoyable the night before.
Yeah.
That next day, and then we had to drive 2 hours from Niagara Falls to Markham, which is just outside of Toronto, and then that was really like the start of our trip.
Right.
It was like Monday in Markham.
Was she as bad as you?
No, she wasn't bad at all. She's young. I'm fucking old.
You're smart then. You didn't have to drive.
I didn't have to, and that's the thing too. She drove in that morning, and it was like so stressful that I'm like, okay, I'll drive because it was so stressful for you. I'll drive to Niagara,
right?
I'll drive to Markham, and I'll drive to Toronto,
and I'm gonna get hammered.
And after Niagara, I'm like, you have to drive to Markham. Like I was just too. But so that morning, I threw up 3 times.
Oh my gosh!
We left the hotel. Of course, my Skatosis brain. I want to bomb a hill in like Niagara Falls.
That place looked like Wisconsin Dells.
Identical.
Just like
exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Like almost the same restaurants and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ripley's, believe it or not.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Ripley's.
Yeah.
Dude, it's that. Everyone says it. It's that.
Is it? Did they have like the go karts and the water rides and everything too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. We ended up not going on the boat because we had such a beautiful view.
Right.
And the next day when I was hungover, that would have been the worst.
That would have been
but
a nightmare.
So
Good
my
thing you
mind,
didn't like prepay tickets or something.
True. And we thought about doing. We're like, let's just wait till tomorrow because we were like, it was already driving and everything. Like, it does burn you.
Right.
So I just threw up. We go to the hill, and I'm like, okay, this is Joe's filming again. Thank you so much. You filmed the whole trip like a wonderful human being. She's filming it, and I'm like, maybe go to the bottom of the hill so that if I get to the bottom and throw up, like that'll be good for because honestly I felt it coming again and I'm like, maybe if I do this hill
you just want to be like a shad.
Dude, I think I said that. I think I said that to her. I'm like, one time this guy threw up on a court, I'm gonna do that. Didn't throw up, and it was just like that buildup of doing that hill. Hill was way mellower than I thought. I got to the bottom, and that's when I started getting speed wobbles, and it like went into the road and then Niagara Falls. So I just like
you went right over the top.
Yeah, jumped Niagara Falls. So skidded out, whatever. Like was chill. Walk back up, and I think that hill, that like adrenaline that pushes that, like I was like fine then after.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah,
look at that. Hill bombs cure hangovers.
Just do that next time you're hungover.
Get in touch with Grosso.
Find a hill.
You can update the letters they just put out about hill bombs.
I gotta watch that. Yeah, I'll email him.
Dude, there's some gnarly falls. But yeah, man.
Yes, Jake.
It made me want to bomb a hill.
Dude, they're so fun.
I know they're so fun. I'm just always so scared of falling.
So that's what I knew immediately when we were in Niagara Falls Saturday that I want to come back and do it. And there was like that clip. There was so many people.
Yeah,
it's insane how many people were there.
There was a lot of people there.
But Niagara Falls was a lot of fun, and then we finally got to Toronto during the week. We went to Beach Skate Park.
Is that where the bunt guys are always hanging out? I think they're in Toronto. I think.
Are they in Toronto?
I believe so.
That was the only. I know there's like 2 other ones in Toronto, but they looked like winter really hit them hard. I think you and me should go to Toronto.
Let's go.
I think you would like that park.
Yeah.
Did you see that one thing where there's like a cutout in the middle?
Yes.
That's really fun. The thing I thought I was going to skate and it was going to be really fun, that like loop in the grass.
Yeah.
So steep. I couldn't even like stand on the top. And then ollieing in, the lip is like that.
Yeah.
So you can't even like I was so sketched about clip. Like the thing I wanted to skate so bad, I didn't even touch. But it was really cool because they have a piece of it, and like it's called Beach Skate Park, and right across the road is the beach. So we ended up like doing that the rest of the night.
That's cool. I remember seeing some of those pictures.
It was super chill. They have a little section of like a 5-stair with like the hummus are really low, like starter, and then they have like bigger.
Oh, that's cool. Graduated up.
Yeah, graduated.
And
then the one that I saw when I first walked in, I don't know who the fuck's hitting that. That's like, it's like 3 or 4 times higher than like a street hubba.
Wow.
And the rails like really, so there's like 4 sections, but that's really fun. I think the only thing, like I think you would really like it because there's a lot of like things you would like kind of ollie into, and then they're like sloped.
Nice.
But no bowls or anything. It's like heavy street.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely one we should check out.
That sounds cool, man.
That might be maybe not my favorite. It was nice.
But Toronto is where you ended up before you came back home. Right.
Yes, we were in Markham. The whole week is where we were staying in the Airbnb.
I saw that one day though. You met up with a bunch of skaters at that like little curb spot. Or something?
I just happened to like find this. We were walking around Toronto Tuesday, and Tuesday was I had my board on me every day.
I saw that, dude. You went to like the aquarium with your board.
Yeah, it's on me nonstop. So why is because we took. That's why I had my backpack.
Yeah, no,
I
understand. It's just funny to see.
Yeah. Man, and I love this is why I love Canada so much. Like that transportation, so easy, so cheap that you can just like you can go to Toronto no problem and then like hang out down there.
Sure. Yeah, but you've never been to like Manhattan, right?
Not Manhattan, but
I
I've
mean,
done like
if you were in the city and you need to get to another part, you hop on the subway. I mean, it's available in the States. It's not like a Canada only thing.
No, it's just
I know.
It's just not in Wisconsin or like around this area.
Right.
And like the woman that we took, we were at her house for the Airbnb. She lives in California, and that's where she was going when we were there. And she talked about like the subway and like, have you guys ever done the subway? Yeah, it's just not.
You got to watch that latest. What is it called? 2050. I have it right here. The Adidas one.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that one yet with Gons and what's that dude's name? He was just
Deshaun.
Is it Deshaun?
Or
Tyshawn Jones. He was just on 9 Club.
Yeah.
Dude, that's an awesome episode, and that's all shot mostly by Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some. I didn't see all of it, but I did see.
It's so
I
good,
really
but
like
that's
that.
part of what they're talking about. Is like, why would I have a car? I can get anywhere I want because they're just hopping around, going wherever.
And see, it's just now experience. Same thing, probably if I went to New York, but I think it would have been 2 different worlds. Toronto and New York.
Oh, of course.
And like I loved so much about Toronto is that they had, and I know they have this in like New York, Chicago. It's a little different because it's like it's split. It's like city and park. But Toronto has like their whole downtown. There's like a park and like sitting area with water and stuff like built in, like every like 2 kilometers.
Well, those are plazas, right? Isn't that what they call them?
Yeah, but it's not like you can't really skate there. It's all like grass and like.
Oh, sure.
But that it's just so nice to like it breaks up the city so well.
Some cities, man, are designed, efficiently.
Yeah.
And some aren't, or some were. You know what I mean? It's like, and some just deteriorate.
Yeah. Some just
I haven't been to Los Angeles in a long time, but growing up, that was never a city to ever go and hang out. It was just like, it was, Skid Row or like Crack Alley, and it was just buildings. Nothing was ever open. But from what I gather is that it's a whole new renaissance, and it's like all kinds of actual buildings and businesses and stuff thrive in the downtown areas now.
Even
makes sense.
And it made like what I loved most was hearing French accents, and I'm like, oh, that feels so nice to like get something different. But like even I definitely saw like the architecture and like signs, even similar to Louisville because of like the French.
Sure.
What's the right word? Not access, but like that inspiration in Louisville. So like the cobblestone roads.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love the whole design.
That's cool, man. I've never been to Canada. I would definitely like to go check it out at some point.
Yeah,
but I mean, obviously, there's a huge area. I'd like to go to Vancouver. I'd like to, I'd like to check it all out.
I really wanted to go to Quebec because that's like so different. But my favorite thing, poutine. My new I might get a poutine tattoo.
Isn't that just like a mix with mayo, pretty much?
No,
it's just like a sauce.
No, it's French fries. Cheese curds, like the wet cheese curds, gravy.
But that's poutine is the gravy, I think.
I think the whole thing is poutine,
I don't think so. I think it's like something you put on the fry.
Oh, I don't know what the gravy's made of. But
I think that's poutine.
I will tell you this, and this is going to be insulting to anyone from Canada.
Uh-oh.
But the 2 places I tried it was Tim Hortons, if you know what that is.
Yeah, that's like a chain.
Holy shit, Tim Hortons. You own Canada. There was so many things sponsored by Tim. I think we saw probably 200.
Wow.
An insane, anywhere we went, at least 2 of them. Niagara Falls has 3 of them. I got them there.
Don't they have them in the States, though, Tim Hortons, I think?
Michigan. Michigan
only?
has them. Yep. And there's a certain part where they don't anymore. It kind of like bleeds into Michigan. Tim Hortons, McDonald's. The first few days were we went to McDonald's, Five Guys, and Walmart.
Oh my gosh.
That was like our experience the first few days.
Why did you go to Canada?
Why? For the poutine. You can't get that shit in the States.
Make it.
Oh, it was so good.
Make
it was
your
like
own.
I'm not gonna make that shit. Give me that shit. Unfortunately, the McDonald's one was like way better than Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
The Tim Hortons, they used like mashed potato gravy. Fuck you, Tim Hortons. How dare you?
I have been to McDonald's in other countries, or at least like.
Have you ever had poutine?
I don't think possibly.
Damn,
possibly.
It was good.
I don't know. I'll definitely want to look into it now. I'll have to make some.
When we go to that park.
There you go. But I remember going to a McDonald's in Hawaii, and they had like a Saimin noodle bowl. Like it was very locally specific, but in a McDonald's.
Yeah, I love the difference. And of course, you saw I posted a picture today. The different candies.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I was excited. I spent $25 on candy.
Oh my god.
$30 on candy. I came back with $10 loonies, $10 Canadian.
Yeah.
Should have spent $10 more.
$10 more. That's. Funny.
I brought a little.
Yeah,
I brought
a sampler
little,
pack.
Yeah,
Nice.
I had to leave Joe a few, but I brought some of those. Dude, Coffee Crisp. I'm gonna order those on Amazon. Coffee Crisp, hit me up.
Yeah.
Those are damn good.
They don't have anything similar here.
Not that I've seen. Also, I really like how subtle all their candy bar, like, they're not overly sweet. Like that coffee crisp.
Yeah. It might probably be like real chocolate and stuff like that. Like they probably have better regulations on what you can sell.
Yeah. And they're like, their attention to detail of recycling and like how much that city and like whole Canada cares about that shit.
Oh, listen to that. That's
Fuck EAA. I want to go back to Canada.
That's a vintage airplane heading straight up north to Oshkosh to right by your house.
Yeah. Oh, why did I come back this week?
Oh, man, for real, dude. You guys should have gone to like switched it 1 week later and been gone entirely for EAA.
I think a lot of it had to do with switching weekends around, and then she had to like somebody needed the next weekend so she could. It's a whole thing. I wish I was in. I wish I was in Toronto. It was sick.
Oshkosh is like the busiest airport on the planet this week.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna hear so many fucking planes
all day, all day long.
I think when we move though,
you'll be a little further.
We'll be a little further away,
but it's still Oshkosh.
Still, yeah. Don't remind me. It's not Toronto. So shout out! I had
that's funny.
Such a fun time.
I bet you would have fallen in love with any of the first cities you guys just went to. You know what I mean? Like Toronto.
Well, we definitely didn't fall in love with London that first night.
I just mean
that was a shit town.
Was it? But I mean, your destination was Toronto. Had you chosen
we even
some other place?
We even fell in love with Markham. Mm-hmm. Like when the place we stayed like half an hour out. Niagara Falls. I wish it wasn't so touristy because Niagara Falls is beautiful.
Sure.
Like mind-bending.
Yeah, I've only seen photos, and I know Dawn's taken the tour and stuff. She's gone the poncho route.
So much water.
She went when she was with Rasputina on tour, so they ended up playing around there.
Yeah,
so,
she was telling me she went all over.
Yeah, she's gone to so many trips where I was either back in Costa Rica or I've been here at the farm with the dogs, or it's so hard for us to travel together. But I mean, when she's on tour with the band, that's not the same. That's not my. Yeah, that's not like a vacation trip.
Joe said I said I got to take Drew to that park. She said if you guys go, she wants to go with just to like go back to Canada.
To film.
Yeah, of course. She'll be the film. Yes, she'll love that. No, I mean, dude, she filmed so much, the best ever, and she awesome. Dude, she even asked. Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna film this.
Speaking of filmers, did you see? Okay, so the X Games has been going on.
Yes.
Chase is there filming for them as well.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. That guy made such a killer career for himself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, he just made it happen.
For sure.
Just like I'm gonna just show up and be the Barracks filmer.
And now it's like because they were talking about him during the X Games of like, oh, we got Chase out. Like, yeah, he's the celebrity filmer now.
Absolutely,
he's the dude.
He is the dude.
Yeah, but he's getting those angles better than like he's the rawest filmer that Street League has.
Oh yeah. For sure. Absolutely. I mean, you only get to see some of his footage some of the time because they're cutting back and forth all the time. But like to see him going down and following is just cool to see. You recognize the guy.
He's got those angles,
He's
dog.
Got him. And it's like SLS and Barracks is kind of more connected, I would think, than X Games is. That's a little bit more
X Games and Barracks.
No. I'm saying SLS and Barracks are probably a little bit more connected than X Games is. X Games seems a little bit more mainstream, fringy, almost like Olympic bound.
Yes.
Because it's kind of like we're probably just going to take those events and just transfer it to the Olympics, I would imagine.
Right.
So for Chase to kind of get into that groove, I
mean, they didn't let Pappas do the 9.
But oh gosh. But why wouldn't Chase be like totally like front and center for being an Olympics filmer? You know what I mean?
He's the dude.
He's the dude. Yeah. So I'm just.
I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he's being groomed.
I'm sure. I'm just saying, like, it's fun. It's just kind of awesome to see.
Yeah, for sure.
But man,
and how long have we been watching the Barracks? Like we know
years
that
and years.
We remember that story of like him talking to Steve and like that whole transition.
And just creating the content beast that they have become. Because I mean, they're just constantly putting out stuff. Although I think we're still missing a push part or two.
Wasn't there a 9 Club that talked about it? I thought they said they're not coming out anymore.
Dude, what is up with okay, so I mean, obviously we're talking about a lot of the same things in life when it comes to these other podcasts. And so like, I'm watching the 9 Club and it's like the experience. And so many times it's not like I see them first and then we talk about it. It's just common things.
Yeah.
But what's up with Steezus and the Zima?
I didn't see that episode. I didn't see the last.
He brought a 6-pack of Zima for everybody, and and Raj is
and
like,
who's been hitting up Zima for 2 weeks?
It's what I'm not saying that like they're ripping us off, but it's just like, come on, it's just like, how coincidental can we keep on talking about the same
parallel
things?
thinking,
I guess, or like so many times we talk about something, of course Gary Rogers is talking about it on Skate Line or something.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be super original when we're all like gasping at the same awesome stuff. Except Zima, come on.
It's a little weird.
It is a little weird.
And the parallel thinking of like talking about that spelling bee, and then that episode where their spelling bee
it's
came
just
out.
a little weird. Whatever. It's my peripheral way of being in the club. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're so far out
Get
of the
in where
loop.
you can fit in. We're gonna push in.
Yeah, exactly. Push. I'm gonna swish Mongo in.
Jordan.
Yeah, but yeah. So I just been like trying to watch the full runs because I don't have TV, so I'm not like watching live X Games footage or on ABC or whatever it's on. So like,
I thought they were going to be streaming it YouTube though. I was surprised that it's all
only a couple of them have they been streaming because
Yeah,
they
but
got
they've been
so
doing
many.
after.
They've got some
they
have they been
did do
streaming.
yep, they did.
There's
do
just
a few
like
live.
15 different events going on. Motocross, the big air on the bikes, all the BMX, then the skate. It's like there's so much going on, and they keep changing that entire course. So like I turned on today, they were live streaming the flat racing on the motorcycles.
I saw that, the Harley
They
Davidson.
cleared out the whole entire jump, like all that stuff that they were jumping on yesterday, gone overnight. They just cleared out, and it's a whole new
Well,
world.
it's always insane to me when they do like aerial view of that, and it's like, and dude, Cole's out there. Cole just moved out there,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
that'd
right.
be really cool to go
And
to.
I think Matt was visiting a friend. He said he watched the vert qualifiers like on Thursday night or something like that.
He was there.
Yeah, there physically.
That's sick.
Yeah, he
That's
was
so
like
sick.
it was outdoor and free. Like they
Speaking
could just
of,
go watch.
What do you think about August? I gotta look if I do have something that day. August. I think it's August 18th. That weekend.
That's Dawn's birthday, the
Okay,
19th.
Maybe it's the weekend before, but DMAM Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that might be interesting.
well,
to
let's
get
look
out
up the
there.
dates and see what's going on. I'd
I
like
can't
to check
remember
that
if
out
it's the 13th or the 18th.
because Hunter is leaving,
Yes.
unfortunately. So
Yes.
that next weekend, the 25th, that Saturday is when we're going to have the next Skatosis
That's-
contest, and then it's like farewell contest, a
Okay.
farewell kind of thing for Hunter, unfortunately. But he's
Yeah.
he's like 5 hours away. He's going to be in Michigan, but it's on this side of the lake, not
Okay.
around the way you went. Upper
up top.
Peninsula, yeah.
Sure.
But 5 hours, man. That's a haul.
That's a drive. Yeah,
So-
for sure.
So we're gonna throw a little party.
Yeah.
Have a good session. I'm trying to get ATM to play, Jake's band, but
Oh.
he's got to check some things out.
Nice.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
That would be cool. And if we do, I'm gonna set it up where the couch is on some of these pallets. Like I want to build risers for the
sure.
band to play downstairs while we skate.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, but if they're down,
Yeah, hell yeah.
but that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
But
I
yeah,
think-
so the X Games, those have you seen any of it? So they had the vert already done. They did the
I saw the vert.
park.
I watched the vert live
Dude.
in Markham.
So gnarly.
So gnarly.
Moto Shibato, dude, all the stuff that guy flips those front foot impossibles, and he's
Those
doing that
are insane.
switch gate twist front foot impossible. Oh my gosh, like the stuff that the guy is doing is so gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, he couldn't beat Jimmy Wilkins.
Jimmy Wilkins, dude.
And
Turning
Jimmy
pro
Wilkins-
in the same week.
Jimmy Wilkins fell on his winning run. He couldn't.
Did he really?
He couldn't finish it. It was not a full pull. He fell on the very last trick as the thing buzzed on his win, and he got an 89 or whatever that first one was, and nobody else could catch him on it. Even he kept trying. He couldn't. He
He's
couldn't beat it.
fucking
Dude, he's
gnarly,
so good.
dude. So
It
you
was
saw
like-
his part.
Oh yeah, dude, his part-
Madness, right?
Madness. That guy is just so good.
Fucking sick.
Did you see any of his like profile stuff where they talked about like he was raised by his mom as a ballerina, so he
Yes,
spent so
I
much
did
of his
see
life
that.
in a. I never heard that before. So that was interesting, and it makes so much sense.
So much sense.
Those
Those spins came
He
early.
floats like a ballerina.
Mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful to
his
watch.
frontside airs.
Everything is so beautiful to watch. He gets those tail grab 540s.
Mm-hmm.
It's so gnarly. He doesn't even grab that tail until he's halfway or even a full rotation in.
Right, he waits on it.
You get
but
that board
he's
hugs
got
his
that
feet.
board control so
Yeah.
well. That part was.
That part,
I don't know
dude.
anyone else like doing the shit on like
That huge tombstone.
Yeah. Oh, the tombstone was sick,
The
but like
Jeff Phillips
even
one.
the like a ledge on vert,
Yes. Dude.
destroying like that's scary as fuck. To do
And he
blunts
does that.
on that.
He did that 540 ollie on that vert contest too, like it was nothing.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that guy,
He's
man.
fucking gnarly.
And he's got such a weird, like not weird, but like such a humble, almost shy demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
When you see him finish his run, he's always kind of head down, Charlie Brownish, and he's just like, "Oh, I'll
I think
do
that's
better."
a lot of skaters.
It's
though.
like Corey Janot. He's
Mm-hmm.
like that too. He's just kind of like, oh, yeah, I could do better. They're both on Creature, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got the Muscle Russell, and that guy's a totally different
just
beast.
intense.
But
Yeah.
but Jimmy Wilkins is just so calm and
I
collective.
So you were surprised he just turned pro. It's insane that he wasn't pro.
I know. It's like I kind of knew that, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That guy's been killing it for so long. So they must.
It went under my radar. Usually I'm mad.
Right. But like Creature, I mean, obviously every company must have some sort of calendar, a schedule of what their ideas are, filming a part for that pro thing, for him to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The timing was probably all planned out. It makes sense, but it's
Unless
just
they like Lizzie, surprise her.
No, I'm saying the company, Birdhouse, would have already had that planned. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she didn't know.
Right, she didn't.
Maybe
right.
Jimmy didn't know that it was going to happen
That's
at this
true.
time.
I guess they don't really know.
They might not.
Yeah.
They might, or they might not. But it's
Yeah.
like I could see that kind of planning take place and make sense. Of just like, let's release
Like
this.
if we saw
the
a
week
TM's
of,
calendar.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Let's go look at the Creature Google Calendar. What's on it? But
I would love that. Who's turning pro next?
yeah, I mean, they obviously know, or an idea, or they're grooming, or something.
Or they're waiting to
something.
Yeah.
But Corey, he's pro already, right? I mean, who's on Creature right now that's not pro? Kevin Beckel, he's next. Kevin's due.
No, I think Beckel's pro.
I don't think he's officially pro because he's still riding Chris Russell boards.
He could just be riding different because Jamie does that.
I don't think he's actually pro yet, though.
I'm gonna say he is. I think he is. I feel like I've seen a board with Beckel. We'll look. We'll see.
I don't think
we'll
so.
look it up after this.
Where's his pro part? Where's the pro surprise party? Where's all that? It hasn't happened for him yet. Jimmy Wilkins was the next one. There's no way they'd put Kevin on before Jimmy as a pro.
I don't know. He's a fucking beast.
He is a beast, but he's still grooming up.
Yeah. I feel like in my brain's eye, I've seen
I'm just
a
saying,
Beckel board.
if he's not, that would be my call as to who's on the calendar next for sure.
I really think that's the next boards you should be getting.
Creature? I would like to try a Creature board. I've never ridden one, but dude, I really like that Chris Russell one I saw at
Like
I was going to say Streets at Surf and Bird. Yeah, the one with the silver. Those look really cool. I mean, I've got only, I think, 2 more ODS boards that I can ride, and they seem to last me a long time, so it might be a while before I have to buy a new board.
Unless you air out to that little corner again.
Right.
I think you got to do
Unless I got some more money to buy another, make some new boards, but I might buy a Creature one next. I always thought if I was going to buy one, I always thought day one-ish almost, but I don't think that's my kind of board. I think I need Creature or Antihero.
Yeah.
I would do like a Grosso
Antihero changed?
Yes, I've seen some. It's like they're all their own brands now.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
marketing.
Antihero
still a thing?
It is.
Is
but
there still antiheroes or just it's
they're
just
trying to they're just trying to like I think diversify and
they
just
want to put people in that category.
Yeah, because I sent you that link that I took that screenshot of Jeff Grosso behind Pedro Barros. Did you see that? Because they're interviewing Pedro Barros at the Dew Tour because he won. And then Jeff Grosso's behind. He lifts his shirt and he's like rubbing his nipple on the camera.
Okay.
So I took a screenshot of that and I posted it and I was like, Jeff Grosso for the win. But I had to put Jalopy Skates for the win because he changed his account over. And so what happened is that Grosso liked that photo and that's what I sent you that screenshot of. It was Jalopy Skates. That's Grosso's version on the Antihero brand.
Okay. Yes. And I remember seeing. Maybe it was in the Thrasher. I remember seeing an ad for like different boards. I'm like, oh, those look cool.
Yeah.
And like
they're all kind of cool.
Now finding out that it's and I like
Yogurt is one. Yogurt and
that one's like
the Gerber one is something different. He's got that weird crazy shaped board coming out.
Yeah.
It's like half hammerhead, half dildo looking thing. I don't know.
And the board company's a really weird name.
Yeah.
I can't think.
They're all kind of interesting.
Shit, like Brian Anderson.
They're interesting.
Yeah.
I would get a Jalopy Skate. I like that. I love the name Jalopy. It's just like
I like the name Yogurt too.
I know
who thought of this shit?
It's interesting.
The Yogurt one
isn't this
seems
all
like
Thiebaud? Isn't Jim Thiebaud the head of all Antihero? Is that part of it? I mean, don't they run through all that?
It is. I mean, it is deluxe.
That's what I mean. I think it's all that kind of brainchild.
I don't know who's like.
It's Thiebaud.
I don't think Thiebaud's doing all these.
No. I'll bet you it's his little brainchild of like, hey, let's do this.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my impression. But I don't know either.
There's a lot of people working over there too.
Probably less than you think. I'll bet you it's probably. I bet you less than 100 employees and all that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, there's still 100. Like, there's other opinion, and like, there's other people that are like,
sure, but I don't know.
But
it's good stuff. Dude. Okay, so hang on a second. We were just before you came today. I saw a clip, and then I saw you comment on the clip, and we talked about it for a second. But Dakota from Green Bay, Jabasso. Destroying Tallulah in Appleton.
And that's an old clip, he said.
Really?
Yeah, that's a clip that didn't get posted. First of all, to all my friends out there that keep posting clips that don't get posted, what the fuck? I don't sit on any clips.
Oh, like he hasn't posted.
How
like
did this not?
just
How did
sitting on his
not
phone.
get? Yeah, how did this not get
You
posted?
would be posting it on the drive home
immediately.
while
I was
you're
posting
driving.
in Canada with no service. What do you want?
But dude, that guy Dakota is so good. At
So
first, I thought it was
gnarly.
Hans because I saw it was Appleton,
Oh, really?
and then I was like, wait a second, that's Dakota.
I knew Dakota's like. I
Yeah.
know that build.
I just saw the long hair flying over the A. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, that's got to be Hans. But
I wonder if
damn,
Hans
dude.
ever tried that though.
Oh, you probably will now. I've seen Hans go up on that
I
A,
would
but
love
never
to see
over
those
it.
two guys skate together.
Right?
They'd probably feed off each other real well. On the
Dakota
bowl.
not only flew over, but he did like a hand plant over. He did a full invert on it. Then he cleared the channel from the bowl to the park. Like what?
So
the
gnarly.
hell?
I've never seen any of those.
That's gnarly.
That's really gnarly.
Well, good on you, Dakota.
Yeah,
I
fuck
hope-
yeah. Dude.
If you're listening or not, I don't
And
know.
next time
Hopefully-
we're up there,
yeah.
I
I want to get Dakota here at the barn, dude. Can you
Yeah,
imagine what
dude.
he could do? I want to see him do an invert on the extension, the vert
Oh,
wall.
easy.
That's
It'll
what
probably be
I
easy
want to see
for
somebody
him.
do that. It ain't gonna be me.
Fuck no. Definitely not going to be.
Every
with
time
with these wrists?
Every time I think I'm gonna like just grind up there, I'm like, oh, that's just a carve. That's a kick turn.
Dude, I don't even want to get close.
You never do.
Actually,
you still haven't dropped in off it.
fuck no. I'm over it. I'm over it already.
Already.
I have gotten a very close rock and roll.
Yes,
Very close
Very
up
close.
there. Yeah.
I've definitely done rock and roll, not a decked one.
Yeah.
I've definitely grinded, did a little pivot, but nothing very substantial.
I'll skate the 3.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Oh man, but dude, I've been posting a bunch of stuff while you were gone. Did you see this one where this guy's like acting like a model, getting kicked out of the park? Like I don't know what you've seen or what
Yeah,
you've got
he's
up on.
holding,
Dude, mall grabbing,
Uh-huh.
just looking all like with like it looked like a kryptonite Walmart board.
Yeah,
And
that's
they're
what I
trying to
thought it
do-
was, too, like
they're
a
trying to do
really-
a photo session right in the middle of the park, and that guy is just ripping on him the whole time. Like, dude, why don't you use my board?
It looks so fucking and like
so bad.
It's so frustrating to a skater because they
Yeah.
don't know.
No.
and it's like you
and
look
that guy's
so
just not a
fucking
skater.
dumb.
Obviously not a
And
skater.
like the people like shooting the photo, nobody knows, and it's like, come.
It's like, don't
that's
you
not
want any
cool.
more credibility? Like any?
Yeah, no, it's just like this is like within the realm.
So cheesy.
So cheesy.
Did you watch Tristan Rennie's part?
I did the
Dude,
am.
that guy's like he's such a contest crusher. Like that dude is so good because he ended up. What did he get? Second, I think. Pedro just barely beat him out. I believe at the Dew Tour. He was up on the podium, I believe.
He was up on the podium.
He's got
I
such
thought
a
Pedro
crazy
got third.
style where he does his like all the I mean he can do 720, but it's 540s. The way he does, he's got such a interesting posture where he just goes up and spins. It's almost Tony Hawk like when he was a kid, but it's more style.
Yeah,
Tony Hawk never had a whole lot of style. but,
it's like it definitely seems Tony Hawk-esque.
and like there's something about the way that his hands go. Like I hate Jagger Eaton style.
Uh-huh.
I really hate the weird. It's almost like I don't know. There's something about his arms.
Like lengthy.
It's just something goofy. He's
Yeah.
got the tricks. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but there's something about his style that I just don't like. But then Tristan Rennie's got this thing with his hands where he just is like almost like a I don't know. It reminds me of like construction work or bricklaying. He's just got something to do with like his hands are just so like I don't know. There's something about his style is just interesting. I can't even put a word on it.
Uh-huh. The
I don't know.
style on the speed.
It's interesting.
I love how well he can float over shallow stairs.
Dude, and the way he just comes
It's
down with his
so
disasters too. They're so
Yeah.
clean. Blah. Like you don't even
My favorite one though that airs out disaster is Russell.
Yes.
Chris Russell does
dude.
them so
I
powerful.
want to try the slob fast plant disaster that he does. He did it way up on that crazy vert box. He just goes straight up slob plant, blam, disaster. You got that for sure because you come in.
Oh, he like jumps up
straight
and then
up
clicks. and then-
slob the
yeah.
disaster. So good. Hymana Reynolds.
I do have those, but I don't like jump out of them. I kind
I
of just
know.
like grab it and then,
Exactly. He
yeah.
jumps straight up and then down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got some crazy power when he goes through stuff. It's
Him
nutty.
and Beckel.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I've been posting a lot of old footage because you weren't around, and so it's like I don't have current stuff. So I just like keeping the Instagram thing. You know, I fill it up with old stuff that I have.
Uh-huh.
And I posted that one of us just the other day doing that wall ride.
Uh-huh.
But you know that's old. But I was right around that time frame. I'm looking at my camera roll, and it's that time when Beckel broke his board and he did that crazy wall ride.
back
So,
deep.
yeah, so I had almost posted one of those. I mean, it's kind of fun having this big catalog of stuff just kind of repost.
And it's cool to like, I mean,
See it again.
I had so many photos from Canada that I had to like, there was probably like 12 or 13 photos I had to like split up.
Yeah.
And it's just cool to like remember
Oh yeah,
what was going on.
yeah, for sure. But damn, do you see Dave Baczynski at Woodward?
don't know if I have seen
dude,
that,
watch
but-
this real quick. It's like what is this? It's so many tricks in one. Fakie. What is that? It's just like fakie tray nose blunt front blunt. Is that right?
I think it's big flip.
Big flip to tail to nose blunt. I don't know. I think he's a wizard. It's just so crazy the stuff he does. Ishad Ware came out with another part. Did you see that one?
Yeah, dude.
That guy.
ODS.
So casual. Every little thing that guy does is casual.
What I'm really seeing is like a lot of these rough cuts. I don't know if you saw Pizza's been putting out a lot of rough cuts, but like the amount of times that these like there's ones they make and just like again and again of like I don't like that. I'm gonna do this the way I like it. I don't always have that.
No. I mean, the rough cut is a weird thing because some people's rough cuts are just tricks that didn't make the cut, but they made them, whereas other people's just my war over and over.
Yeah,
my
it's like
war, my war.
But it's even like Mike Palazzi or whatever. He does like a crook to front nose to like 180 out or something. And just like land, but like
landing them all. Right. He just wants it perfect.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I can get into the nose better. Yeah,
that's like a Miles Silva's or something. I mean, there's so many people that are like that. They just want to
seeing
perfect
like more and more of these raw cuts is just like just really shows me how good they are that they can just keep going back and back.
Speaking of pizza, you see the King of the Road?
Where they
pizza had to eat pizza all day.
Dude,
I had such a craving for pizza that
Mike
day.
Sinclair, that was probably his favorite day.
I know, man. I kept like I was so hungry. I didn't have any money that day, and I was like, I want to. And nobody delivers pizza here. I'm like, bastards, man, made me want a pizza. But dude, those tricks on that rail with the rail going up. The little kicker on the rail.
Yeah, dude, Andy went down. I fucking love Andy.
Andy Roy's so awesome.
He doesn't care what team.
He's just stoked. He is Skatosis.
Yeah.
He has got it hardcore.
Dude.
As well
as Evan Smith. And then did you see him like showing that girl how to skate?
Yeah, dude,
he just loves it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, Evan, dude.
Evan is so good.
And he's like so much hype. Like he gets those guys going.
You see the webisode where it's just focusing on his first day?
I didn't see any of the episodes.
Oh my gosh! It was just showing how he blasted that monster pole jam. He did that nose pick off of that vert wall thing.
Yeah.
Then he drank the piss, did the piss, drank his own piss. Like he just like he had like everything.
Nyjah's way too quickly.
Way too quickly. Yeah, but then
nothing happened.
But part of that thing was like now he was like he felt super powered. He's like I got Nyjah in me.
Evan's so cool. He's just one of a kind.
And then he slept in the bathtub. And then he like so many things.
I saw the Zion sleeping in the bathtub.
But there was so many things that Evan did just day one. It's crazy.
All right, 2 episodes in.
Oh,
we
dude.
We have 12 days,
it's
right?
Way too early to call, man, because I want everybody to win. I want it to be a 3-way tie first.
I want everyone on the cover. That'd be sick.
I want Element because I just want Evan to win. He deserves, and he better get MVP.
And you know I love Evan.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna say real.
Yeah,
I think Justin is on them to get those points, but I think Justin is on him to be like, all right,
because
he's
been part of it.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I think, and those are the people who
That's
win.
a good call, but I'm just saying that's good. It's better that you take Real and I'll take Element. Although Foundation's gonna come through and just kill it.
I know that's what I mean. Foundation. They took a long time that day, but like Enjoy won that one year, and they were like, I thought they were way behind. Yeah,
point killers.
That's like what you got to do. Dude, just keep getting tricked.
You were talking about puking earlier, and all I could think about was that guy that ate the banana and then had to puke it up. They gave him an extra chance.
Oh, who was that?
Montero. I forget his name.
No, not Corey Glick.
No. What's his name? I thought it was Montero. Montoya?
No.
What's his name on Foundation?
Nick Merlino.
I knew it was an M. But yeah, he's just like a space case.
I brought a banana with me.
I saw that too.
I will not throw that up.
But yeah, he's over here eating a banana, and he tries to hide it.
Yeah, he's like, don't say anything.
Have him cut it out. And it's like, they got a camera there. They got a camera there. He's like, oh, you're busted. Dude, can you imagine how bad you must have felt?
But then... Oh yeah, he looked miserable, but then he came through in the end.
He came through, and then he busted out crazy points, and he puked that out. So like, I
was kind of getting like worried because that first spot, he's like, I can't do shit, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a bad.
Yeah, but then he came through.
Yeah, he came through.
Yeah, dude, I love that show. I cannot get enough of it.
We got back at 2 a.m. yesterday. Yeah. I stayed up and watched King of the Road. I almost fell asleep driving home because I had to drive. Joe drove 5, and then I drove 6, and I was pretty tired on the drive home. Yeah. And then as soon as I got home, I'm like, she goes to bed, and I gotta watch King of the Road.
Oh man!
So the Evan Smith.
Wait! I'm sorry. We called Jeff, we called Jimmy Wilkins Part Madness. His was called Pro Division, and then they used the Joy Division song. It was the monster Clay Kreiner that put out that madness part.
Oh, that backflip.
Dude, madness.
Vert on fire right now.
Oh my
Everyone's
gosh.
hitting that.
The stuff that he was doing at that new park. Oh my gosh, dude. Clay Kreiner's a beast.
Kreiner's a beast.
And he's the only one that did Park, Street, and... No. He did Park, Big Air, and Vert.
Mm-hmm. Jagger did Street and Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, to go Big
he
Air
looks
also...
exactly like Al.
What do you mean?
Identical to Barnett.
Who does? Clay Kreiner?
Clay Kreiner.
You think?
Dude.
Al Burnett? Who's that?
You know, Al Appleton. He's got
that
the
guy.
twins.
Yeah, the
Dude,
twins.
identical.
Do you see any of the? Do you see the stuff that he does live at his where he works for his extreme? He works at like a place with rims, and they do extreme car customs and stuff.
Okay,
dude, and Adam is like the dude, like on a megaphone talking, like he's doing the live, and he's filming this cute girl that works there, and they're showing off the hats and the rims, and they do contests, and he's just like a carnival barker on the thing.
Carnival. I've never
dude,
heard that.
he's got like a really good a disposition for that kind of thing.
Both of them do a lot of MC gigs.
That's what I'm saying. He is an MC for sure.
Yeah.
So I see that on Facebook sometimes. He's just out there filming, and I
think Al might have done a Damn Am.
Oh yeah,
MC'd one.
No,
yeah,
that just makes sense.
He'll probably be in Chicago.
We need him at the Skatosis contest. He's going to take your megaphone job.
Oh, dude, I suck at it. I won't. I'm just yelling.
Dude, if we can
people.
get a lot of the Appleton crew down, maybe he would do that.
Yeah, I think they'd be down. I could talk to him.
I've got it up on the message board, the event. So
I'll be happy to see him again.
We need to add some of those Appleton people to the group if they're not already part of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then invite them to the event itself. So maybe you can help me do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see him. I saw Tanner yesterday when I got home.
Oh, that's cool.
We saw each other in Target.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You quick little kick flips on cheap boards there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Switch flips.
We focused them all.
Didn't take much.
Yeah, it didn't take much. Did you see the clip of Tavo the other day breaking like 3 boards in the back of Surf?
No.
Did you see that at all? Yeah, he just he focused 3
just
boards.
Focusing boards.
Yeah, he said he's like, I think one of them, I was asking about it, I think one was like an old one at the shop. One was like an old board he had, and then the board he was riding. And he's like, we got a bunch of boards. Let's just snap them.
Did you see them focus Andy Roy's board? That was in the webisode.
No.
That was one of the things. Focus somebody not on the team's board. And they went to go skate that crazy ditch where they went over the ditch.
Oh,
you know that tunnel thing with Cardiel?
Dude, Mason Silva.
Oh, man.
Fucking firing.
Right? Yeah, but so then during that thing, one of the things was focus a non-team member's board, and somebody focused Andy's board.
That's
and he's like,
sick.
oh, he was all
That's
sad.
sick. I love Andy.
Yeah. Dude, that was good. Cardiel, man.
Oh, all hell, dude.
Yeah.
He's the best, dude.
Yeah.
And the front board, that rail.
Yeah.
Come on.
Front board it.
Come on.
Right? No
and then
doubt.
that first slam they showed, that like quick cut where he goes into the tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's
dude,
fuck,
Cardiel's
dude.
gnarly. And that whole session he did in the rain, where he was transferring over from half pipe to half pipe. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yeah.
They kept stacking stuff up, and it's in the rain, dude. Kept getting worked.
Yeah. All hell Cardiel.
Cardiel's a badass.
Always.
There's a recent interview. I think we talked about it recently. I think the last show we talked about it. You should check that out. The Powell movement.
Oh,
Remember
yeah, I have
told you
been
about
listening to those.
The Cardiel one.
I think I did listen. Oh, were they talking about snowboarding?
Yeah, because
I did listen to that
Okay,
one.
that's a good one.
Yeah, that was yeah. All hell.
Let's
all hail.
Yeah, so let's
skateboarding.
Let's do it, man. I just wanted to. We'll end on this note here because while you were gone, that first Saturday you
we'll
left.
end on the note of myself.
Look at this right here. Let's end on me. Front 50, varial, fakie back 50 grinds now, not just stalls.
I'll try. I got it.
Dude,
I got it easy.
I don't know if I'm to do it on a game of skate. It's got to be little grinds. You
Yeah,
can't do it on the narrow one. But
mm-hmm.
dude, that's a 12-foot span.
That's cool.
That was fun. So everybody go check me out.
Fuck all the other clips.
That's right. All right, man. So it's really good to have you back in town.
Thanks, dude.
Glad to have you on the mic.
I'm Canadian now, eh? And that's not a joke. That's what they say.
Oh, okay.
I did hear that.
Canadian,
I loved it.
Well, I'm glad to have you back.
Thanks, dude.
We've got a friend of mine is bringing his son, who's a little ripper at Cream City. He's going to come check the ramp out today, so maybe he'll teach us a few things.
Probably inverts.
Maybe.
Sick.
But other than that, dude, let's go skate. Check us out, skatosis.com. And if you're still listening, I really appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
Later, buddy.
Bye.
High five.
Old Dude Skate Co.